YouTube, what's going on with y'all, man? It's KangDooms, and just coming from the gameplay reveal for NBA 2K26 over from the Twitch channel, or the NBA 2K Twitch channel at that. It was a lot of good. It's a lot of good that I saw. I love how they just went in depth with some things. The biggest one that just stands out to me is the layups. You got the layups, you got your oops, you got the different face buttons for the oops. Green and missing certain modes, so that's a big testament as to the timing profiles, as to them being a mystery now. Because remember high risk, you had a choice between high risk, you had a choice between making whites and like having a bigger green window. That's not the case anymore. So it was a really good reveal, I will say. For everything that was segueing into each other, just looking at the courtside report right here, right now, it was like I said, you got the green and miss shot time, and you got the enhanced rhythm shooting. But I'm gonna go down to what I feel like just stood out to me, like the most important. Also, while letting the in and out, let the video trailers, the gameplay trailers play themselves. So, do rebound time and feedback. Now, the green meter, to me, this is just essential in a way of like you actually have to pay attention to how the ball's coming off the rim. A lot of people typically blame 2K, to blame mechanics as far as to them on the reason that they don't get rebounds. To me, the biggest like contradiction to that is that they don't box out. That's one, and two, that they're not actually paying attention to the timing of their jumps. Now this year with the new timing rebound feedback, I said it backwards, but yeah, you get it. Now with this, you see if you're timing it right of it coming off the rim. And I'm picturing like a yes meter is popping up. It literally says a green meter, so a green meter will flash beneath your player's feet and indicate a real-time rebound attempt. The ideal time to jump for a rebound is just before the ball makes its final bounce off the rim, and higher rebound attributes will make it easier to nail your timing. Excellent timing can significantly boost your chances of securing a board. One thing that's being left off of this, in my opinion, is vertical, because of course you having the ability to jump matters just as much as having the ability to rebound. So I'm interested to see how important vertical is going into this. Now I'm all over the place with mine, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just what I feel is important to me and what resonates with me when I'm reading this courtside report. No dip, catch and shoots. Now this one, I instantly thought of glue hands. I instantly thought of glue hands seeing this, because glue hands was literally that badge of you going straight into your shot based off your tier. You would get the perfect catch without holding L2 or LT, which I think it was still in that game of 2K22, and you can get your shot off super quick. That's what this is. No, strictly for catch and shoot. So you going to see your dribble. It was your first step movement of glue hands, whether it was shooting or dribbling. Hold the left trigger when receiving a pass while standing still to square up. Catch the ball high and seamlessly transition directly into your shooting motion and rhythm to get the shot up quickly. Not down shots like Klay Thompson and Ray Allen. Y'all get it. So yeah, it sounds like pocket shooting, and this is going to be interesting. Like I can see myself like making a video on this later on down, explaining pocket shooting based off how I play. Typically I do already hold down the LT, the L2 before that, because I like how smooth it is. To me, you get a better catch. You can't determine it, it's still random with the catches throughout the 2Ks, and you can't determine that. Glue hands did at the point of 22, when we was playing on 22, it did determine that of how good of the catch you would get no matter the pass. So I'm very interested in seeing this. Is it just strictly for catch and shoots while holding the left trigger? That's what comes to mind. So yeah, another one, quick protect. Ball handlers can now tap the left trigger to initiate quick protect moves to shield the ball and evade steals. If you see a defender reaching for a steal and react quickly enough with a quick protect, you can counter it. This balances the steal system, introducing more skill-based outcomes. So it's a mini game. To me, this sounds like a mini game anticipation. This is needed. This is definitely needed. It sounds like we finally have something to do with Unpluckable. Essentially is what I want to say. It sounds like we finally have that place for Unpluckable. So I'm assuming you get better quick protect animations of avoiding the basketball. Maybe you recovering your animation of them reaching on you, of you beating them before the reach, of you pressing the trigger. you tapping the left trigger. So this is very interesting to see. So we'll see, because I've always felt like there was no place for unpluggable in my eyes. So yeah. Revamped signature size up for the dribblers like myself now. Size of controllers have been improved for more intuitive experience. Now you can rock the Pro Stick back and forth, left and right, repeatedly flip the Pro Stick up to execute 2 different size up combinations. These size ups will help you create separation from your defender while retaining a realistic look provided by pro player. This one sounds good, but knowing 2K, it always comes down to what's going to be the good animations. What animations are we going to be able to break out of the fastest? What can we go into the fastest? That's what this is to me right here. Yeah, it sounds good. You're going to see 2 different size up animations, but as a community, the generalization of 2K of what it's created amongst the dribbling community, I'll say, you know, players know what they're going to look for with this. It does sound good, though. It's revamped, so interested in seeing this more. Slow motion Euro steps. This actually makes a return, I want to say, from 24, because the layups were really good in 24, and you were able to slow down your Euro steps going into, of course, going into the Euro step. I said that backwards, my fault. But yeah, you can slow down your Euro steps. That's back. So I remember this vividly because of how good layups were in 2K24. And it's good to see this is coming back. Another one that I feel that isn't being mentioned enough is wrap passes. So double tap and circle, that is no longer the flashy passes. Or B, expands the toolkit for playmakers to determine when you want to do a wrap pass and ensures you aren't throwing the ball straight into the back of a defender. So when I hear wrap pass, I'm thinking that you also, like, say you get your dribble picked up, defender has his hands in the air, and double tapping B, you throw it to the side, you throw it around them. It's no more throwing the overhead pass with their hands in the air. As long as you double tap B or circle. That's what that sounds like, so that's real good. Keep scrolling that down. And one more that I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I gotta zoom in extra on this. Custom layups. Now this is something, before I read into it, this is something that we want dearly for dribble packages, more so for escapes, because I feel like I made a video on this before. How awesome it would be to have the Trae Young cross, turbo up left, turbo up right, but in your same escape and your same custom dribbles, you can have the Trae Young cross with the Curry slide. That's the perfect example of what it is of what we've been asking for. But it seems like we get it for layups, which isn't bad at all, and I'll take it, because this is something we asked for, not specifically strictly for layups, but it's a starting point. It's something that it looks like 2K is getting back to. That's good to see. So looking at it, you can choose, I'm assuming you're going to be able to choose NBA players layup packages, their floaters. Like you can have Curry floater, you can have Austin Reeves quick scoops, James Harden Euro steps, Amin Thompson hop steps, D Rose hop steps, and it sounds really good. It sounds very intuitive. And can we make the layup builds? That's my biggest thing. I literally had me a 99 driving layup build that I had the most fun with on 2K24, and I miss it. I'm not gonna cap. Miss it like crazy. This is very, very good to see. It's very good to see. Now it's about seeing how good the layups are in 2K26, because 25, it wasn't it. Signature go-to post shots. I mean, y'all saw it. It's essentially like the same as the go-to shots from last year. I know people are going to try to find something super glitchy on that, so nothing really much to say on that. It is new. I'm not like downplaying or nothing like that. It's just typically I don't make post scores like that, so it ain't nothing for me to really say on that. Green or missed shot timing. Green or missed shot timing will be universal in NBA 2K26, so that each mode has an even playing field. This means on higher difficulties, including the most competitive multiplayer modes, only excellent timing green shots will go in. However, shot timing windows scale by difficulty and will be less forgiving in competitive modes like Proving Grounds and Pro-Am. So Proving Grounds is coming back, but more forgiving in team control modes like my team. But that's a different shot animation. In addition, layup time is permanently enabled to separate skilled finishers and make those highly contested finishes at the rim even more spectacular and impressive. So this is a big part of that skill-based gameplay, the emphasis right here, definitely. I feel what they had announced with my team, I would assume that the showdown and the King of the Court modes would be green and miss at my team, which is what I feel it should be. That's me though, I could be wrong. That's, like I said, that's just me. But this is good. It sounds like it sounds like your mode is going to be green or miss, whatever it is that you play on a higher competitive scale. So it sounds like stage, it says Proving Grounds Pro Am, throwing in King of the Court and Showdown for my team. I would like it for it to be like that for events too. I see that it didn't say that, but I would assume that Park and Rec won't be green or miss because I don't see them on here. This is just strictly for the highly competitive mode. So what about the less competitive mode? So yeah, that's another question right there. So now the enhanced rhythm shooting, now the craziest one to me on this, based off what they was talking about on stream, is you basically can release rhythm shooting way sooner and still potentially green it. Now that sounds pretty crazy because it's you eyeing a closeout, it's you eyeing a contest, and little like that matters a lot, like as a shooter in IRL and basketball in general. So now it's literally in 2K now, of you determining how quick you want to release your rhythm shooting, your rhythm shot, and you're going to see it based off it coming up the torso. You release it quickly, rush. If you take your time, it's going to be slowed down, and then like you're going to see it, like you see it right here, and they talked about it on stream. That's just my 2 cents on it with that. So that's it's definitely going to be interesting seeing that. So last but not least, me specifically, I want to talk about interior defense. I've always been the ones on like the field, that 1%, maybe less than that 0.2%, 0.1%, that never really saw an issue with interior defense, because it's more of like the builds that I made. Like I literally had an 89 interior defense, 99 block, 6'9" switchable lockdown defender. That I'm not going to say he stopped everything in the paint, because if I run into a tall build, a tall post scorer, typically a 7'3", them jumps had to be perfect. If I just walled up, I was getting scored on every time, and that's how it should be. I'm 6'9" in the paint. That should be my weakness. Like I also had low strength on the build. I should get moved, of course, if I got 71 strength opposed to a 99 strength 7'3" post scorer. Like he should dog me. But you timing your jumps, you timing that shot contest amongst them doing the post moves, I did get rewarded for it. So interior defense has always been like, yeah, I see what y'all saying, but I'm looking at my footage and I'm getting stopped, you know? So for them to say this, interior defense has been redesigned so that it's easier to get strong body bumps in the air when contesting finishers at the rim. Bigs will feel increased physicality when roaming in the paint. I'm interested in that, because that's typically always my second build outside. That's typically my second build, because 25 I made my 6'9". That was my second build right there. Then I made another guard. So I'm interested in seeing that. So yeah, I don't want my video to be too long. We can discuss this almost in the comments. Appreciate everybody that pulled up to the stream for the live reaction, of course. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on this, bro. I'm good. I'm happy to be back doing the content thing with this new PC. It's so much I can do, and a lot is unlocked now. So definitely show love. This is the 3rd upload, back 3 days in a row. I'm back. You're gonna see clips of like Ready or Not and all that. So KangDooms, man, I'm out, y'all. Peace. So final verdict, the gameplay, I'm giving what I heard like a 7 out of 10. I'm giving what I heard a 7 out of 10 for 2K today. So let me know what y'all rating, what y'all heard today. Peace, man.